Southern up to Warrong 131. Got to head to the Bulli, please, and meet back up the SOT at Trinity Road, boat capsized.
Well, 131, copy, responding.
Thank you. Also to advise that Rescue 209 is also responding.
31, copy.
Southern up to SOT 239. Can I get to the head of Bulli, please, Trinity Road, for a boat capsized? Southern up to the Inspector 23. Are you on the air?
SOT 39, Southern.
Sorry, go ahead, last car calling.
SOT 39, Southern.
Go ahead, SOT 39.
Do you know which surf club this rescue boat is responding from, please?
Copy, SOT 39. It looks like Ambos, they're requesting Ambos to Bulli Surf Club.
39, Southern.
Copy 122, let us know when you're ready to go again. Go ahead, 39.
39, thanks. So arrived on scene. There's 2 patients, CPR being performed on. By surf life saving, we'll need at least 2 cars, thanks.
Copy, thank you.
Southern Ops from Bulli 122.
Go ahead, 122.
If you need assistance there, where our email says we can do a rat test at any time, it doesn't have to be done straight away.
Thanks, 122. Yes, please. If you can start heading towards Bulli Surf Life Saving Club, I'll clear the outer service and drop it down. Southern up to Wollongong 116. Got to head to the Bulli Surf Life Saving Club.
116 coming. 39, Southern.
Go ahead.
39, 4 patients, code 2.
Confirming 2 patients, code 2.
Bulli 122, can you confirm the location for those 2 code 2s as Sandon Point or Bulli?
Southern up to SOT 239. Can you please confirm the location for responding vehicles? We've got 3 transport cars coming.
39 at South Point. 1 person take 1 shot. Starting working on them. CPR, what's going on with 3 other patients? Correction, sorry, 1 day on pulse.
240 also on scene. We're just slightly north of Bulli Surf Life Saving Club. Still at the point, just about 20 metres north. You'll see us, it's across Allroy Street. 22, copy, thank you.
Southern up to Bulli 123. Got to also head to the Bulli, please, to a water incident. Multiple vehicles responding.
123, copy that. 72 to Southern.
Go ahead, 72.
If you need more resources at that job, we're happy to offload our patient to the hospital. 115 is happy to take care of him and we can respond.
Thanks. I think I've got enough resources on it now, including level 5s. We'll keep you responding on the job that you are.
But just so you know, we've got a Lucas on board. And, yeah, they're the only ones that would have a Lucas.
Copy 172. If you could do that, that'd be great. Let me know once you're clean. I'll drop down the details.
Lucas equipment.
131 on the scene.
Southern Ops from Bulli 122.
Go ahead, 122.
Thanks. Just a couple of questions. How many cars have we got responding? How many ICP? And is there a DOM responding as well?
Copy 122. We've got 4 transport vehicles responding, including yourself. 2 SOTs are on the scene. 2 DOMs are responding, and 72 will be offloading their patient and responding, as well as a 5th car.
So thank you. Confirming Trinity Road, intersection of Jardine Street. We're on scene now. Can you put us on scene, please?
Copy. Thank you. We've also got a few helos responding as well.
Okay, we've got 3 groups of people doing CPR at the moment. We'll give a further update for you.
Copy, thank you.
Southern Control Rescue 209 departed Wollongong Base, overhead the area 4 minutes.
Copy, Rescue 209.
Inspector 22, Southern Ops responding.
Copy, Inspector 22.
Southern Control Rescue 209, are these patients still in the water?
39, sorry.
Go ahead, Salt 39 to rescue 209.
39, thanks. One person with a rock, 2 people in shockable rooms, and 1 person physically unarmed. The next crew who comes to me, I'll allocate them to the park. There are multiple off-duty paramedics here, so everyone's getting worked on.
Rescue 209, copy those details. I'm assuming all people are out of the water, if you could just confirm that, and we'll need a landing site. Southern Control, Rescue 209.
Go ahead, 209.
209, just status of the patients in terms of are there still any in the water, or have they all been rescued and taken to land?
Copy Rescue 209. Someone on scene at Bulli, Trinity Road. Can you please confirm if all patients are out of the water?
Southern Control, Rescue 209.
Go ahead, 209.
So 209, without any further info, we're still set up for a search and potential extraction of patient from the water. If we can confirm all patients have been taken in from the water and on land, then we'll need an LZ set up, or we'll land at a nearby oval.
Copy you, 209. Still waiting for further reports on scene. I'm aware of 4 patients out of the water. Unknown if any more still in the water.
209, no worries. So at this stage, we will have a look and search for any further patients in the water. If we can't find any or you update us with details, we'll land and assist with treatment of patients.
Southern Control, Helicopter Rescue 208.
Was that Rescue 208 calling?
Hey, firm. Helicopter Rescue 208. We're airborne out of Bankstown for Bulli. The 4 POB, the ETA I've ever seen there, 10:55. Do we have the latest notes for a location? At this stage, we're going to head towards Bulli Park as a landing site unless advised otherwise. Rescue 208.
Copy Rescue 208. Still waiting for further reports from on scene.
Copy that. We'll listen out.
Austin Bulli 122 portable.
Go ahead.
Bulli 122 portable. Officer Cook is assessing a patient who has ROSC in his breathing. We're transporting him up from the beach on a surfboard, bringing him into the back of 122 for a further assessment and transport.
Southern Control from Rescue 206.
Go ahead, 206.
Good morning. You're departing Bankstown with 4 POB bound for the same watercraft incident as the other 2. Approximate time of the scene there at 11 o'clock.
Copy, thank you.
39, thanks. Just called on patient code 4 on the beach.
Copy, SOT 239.
Section 22, Southern Ops arriving scene.
Copy, Inspector 22. Southern Ops to Rescue 208, 206 and 209. Just confirming where you guys will be landing for the police.
Rescue 209 to paramedical officers. We've just landed on the beach. We've offloaded our medical crew. We'll be landing in the ovals on Farrell Road to shut down.
Southern Control, Helicopter Rescue 208. I believe Wollongong are overhead the scene conducting searching operations. Unless advised otherwise, we're going to land at Bulli Park, which I believe is adjacent to the scene, according to the latest intel. We're going to land at that location, unless advised otherwise. Rescue 208.
Copy 208.
Southern Control, Rescue 209.
Go ahead, 209.
209, we're airborne now, PB2 off the beach, relocating you to the park just adjacent to Bulli Beach. Rescue 209.
Copy Rescue 209.
Inspector 23 to Inspector 22.
Inspector 20, Southern Ops.
Yeah, thanks, Norm. I'm about 5 minutes off. Do you want me to stage at any other point?
The 22, Southern Ops. Inspector 22, Southern Ops.
Go ahead, Inspector 22.
We've got a total of 7 patients, 4 out of the water, 3 still in the water, 4 on the ground, 1 deceased, code 4, 3 other patients active CPR. We have 2 with mask, 1 without. I'll get back to you when I get some more details. What resources have we got still coming?
Copy, Inspector 22. We've got 172 just arriving on scene as well. We've got 3 helos responding and all other crew are on scene.
Southern Control Rescue 209 is on the ground at Bulli Park. We'll clear it, make sure it's clear for the rest of the other aircraft coming down.
Copy, Rescue 209. Just advising Rescue 208 and 206. There's still 3 people in the water.
Rescue 208, copy, there are still 3 people in the water. We'll commence getting set up for water rescue in that case and commence searching offload ahead unless advised otherwise by the inspector. Rescue 208 for water rescue ops.
206, likewise.
Inspector 22, Southern Ops.
Go ahead, Inspector 22.
Further update. As stated, total of 7 patients, 4 pulled from the water unconscious, 3 out of the water conscious, with requiring no medical assessment. The 4 that we have out of the water unconscious, we have 1 deceased. Another one, code 2 probably going to go code 4. We have a VM arrest with his own ROS he's being cared for by the helo. And I've got another male, code 2 now, he's got a ROS and he'll be transported. So at this stage I'm looking to transport 2 by helicopter straight away. And I'll get back to you with some other information.
Copy, 22.
206, sir, I know you're busy, but can I confirm all patients out of the water? You do not want to require a water search.
Inspector 22, can you just confirm you don't require a water search?
An affirmative. It's a negative on water search. I do want the second helicopter. I've identified 2 patients that will be transported by helicopter from this location. As stated, as 3rd patient, code 2 probably moving towards code 4. A 4th patient, code 4. And 3, which will be SNRs as far as we're concerned. Rescue 208, we are overhead the scene. Acknowledge the inspector's message. There is no requirement for a further water search. We are turning now for finals to come into land at Bulli Park, Rescue 208. Yeah, that's a negative on water search. Just need the helos down and I need to start organising transport towards them and what their location is. Southern Control, Rescue 208, landing Bulli.
Copy, 208.
Sector 22, Southern Ops.
Go ahead, Inspector 22.
Have I got my helicopters landing?
They've landed, it looks like Arthur Osborne Grove off Trinity Road between Park Road and Yasula Road.
Yeah, can we repeat the street? There is a park just north of my location. Is that a suitable spot for them to relocate just because I'm using surf life-saving ATVs to get the patients to them? 220, we've got a surf life-saving ATV at the park here with us with the Wollongong helicopter. We'll jump in with them to be brought down to the scene. Is that okay? Affirmative. Copy, seeing it you.
Southern Ops to 8 Flats 136. Are you still on the air?
36.
Thanks, 36. Got to head to Wollongong, please, for cover.
Copy.
144, you calling us on Berry's phone?
Copy, 144. Can I please head you up to 8 Flats for cover?
Inspector 22, Southern Ops.
Go ahead, Inspector 22.
Iterating the last part and the main part is 3 patients are now going to be transported from the scene, 2 by helicopter and 1 by 123 with ICPs. All 3 patients that were unconscious all have ROSs. I'm prioritising with the helos, so we're loading one of them. It doesn't matter to you. I'm loading one to go straight to helo. As soon as the VF arrest is stabilised, that'll go to our local helo, and the third patient unconscious now with a ROSC will be going via 123 that's been relocated to us. We'll get a scope splitter and a spine board to get up there.
That's not in control, Care Flight 3.
Go ahead, Care Flight 3.
Care Flight 3 responding to the primary by 4PAB ETA overhead the scene is 11:15. Care Flight 3.
Copy, Care Flight 3.
Southern Control, Rescue 206, ETA 3 minutes to the field for the inspector.
Inspector 22, Southern Ops.
Go ahead, 22.
One patient's been transported by road, is currently being relocated to 123. As soon as we work out the crewing, I'll release a car to go to Jardine Street for the burns. I'm setting up the other two for helo transports.
Southern Ops, car 652, on your channel, Kirrawee.
Thank you, 652. I'm going to assign you to a Bulli station.
Copy.
Inspector 23, Southern Ops.
Go ahead, 22.
Inspector 23, just advising, released the ICP from Wollongong from this scene to head around to 16 Jardine Street to assess the 8th patient.
Copy, thank you. To let you know, we've got Care Flight responding for that patient as well as Helensburgh and an ECP.
ECP 82 arriving on scene. I'll give you a report.
Thank you, 82.
Andrew, are you at Jardine Street?
I'm just about to pull up at 16 Jardine Street.
Well, thanks, mate.
117, we're just about to pull up, we're just behind the ECP. ECP 82, thanks. I'm looking at a conscious patient, nil airway involvement. He's standing up talking to me. He's been in the shower. I'll do a proper assessment and let you know, but slow everyone else down.
Copy, 82.
They're coming up to 22 to transport to the helo. They're going to carry up the steps.
Inspector 23, copy.
If you have anybody with a body bag, can you send somebody down?
Southern Control, Rescue 206 on the ground, Bulli Park. And just for the inspector, what was his intention for us? Does he want us to remain here or come to the scene?
Yeah, so Inspector 22, what helicopters have I got on the ground? I've got two on the ground, haven't I?
We have a third aeromedical asset have landed at the same oval.
Hang on a sec, let me discuss. I might send a third patient to you. We were going to do road transport to Wollongong.
With that, we'll remain here with the helicopter and await further instructions.
Problem. Norm to Troy.
Yeah, Norm, go ahead.
For the crew of 23, do they want that patient to go by helo?
Inspector 23 to Inspector 22. We're just about to load and go in 123, so we'll leave the helo.
One, thanks. 206, I believe it was. Do you copy that? We'll keep you there just to assist when we're coming over to the helos, but at this stage, it's a no transport for you guys.
206, copy that. The medical team for the post-arrest is not required. We'll remain here with the helicopter shut down until further instructions.
So that's ECP 82. Just need confirmation. Is the helo required for your job?
Inspector 22, Southern Ops. Patient is now being relocated off the beach to go towards helo. It'll be, I think, 209 is ours. I think this one's going to 208 via 22. Southern Ops, did you copy?
Inspector 22, copy that. Patient off the beach now, being escorted up from 22 to 208, correct?
An affirmative.
Helensburgh, 117, Southern Control.
Go ahead, 117.
Thanks. This patient actually does not have any burns at all. It's some irritation from the fuel in the water. The ECP is going to look after him. It will probably be a non-transport. We're complete. We're just going to head down and see if Inspector needs any more assistance.
Copy 117. We'll cancel the helo.
Inspector 22, Southern Ops.
Go ahead, Inspector 22.
Even I just caught the end of it because there's a lot happening, as you would appreciate. I believe that 18 is clear and not required. Is that correct?
That's affirmative. 117's clear and not required. Do you require more hands down there?
You can send them down here, and it's just a cursory check of the three that are green label. I just want to tick all the boxes, make sure we've got a full set of obs on all of them, and they're aware of the complications that may occur post-submersion.
Inspector 23, patient loaded into Bulli 123. They're departing scene now, patient with ROSC and tubes.
Thanks, mate. 23, if you can pass a code 3 when you're ready.
23 to Inspector 22. We've got a couple of available resources up here now. Do you want more people down there?
Send them down to do cursory set of obs on those 3 walkers on the green labels.
Inspector 23 to Inspector 22.
Yeah. Sorry, Troy, what was that?
Just confirming the 3 conscious patients are down there. They weren't moved to Bulli, to the surf club.
Send them down to me, mate.
Traffic control, Care Flight 3, we are now over at the scene. Can I confirm we are required or we've been called off?
Copy, Care Flight 3. You've been called off, no longer required for this job. Thank you.
Care Flight 3, copy the call off. Heading back to State 1.
We send the 2 spare crews down to me to do the assessment on the 3 patients.
134, Southern Ops.
Go ahead, 134.
Yeah, just a quick report here. 2-car MVA. All patients are out of the vehicle, so negative code 9. I've got 4 patients in total, just assessing them all now. Police are on scene, fires are on scene. Shouldn't need any other resources here.
2 Southern Ops.
Go ahead, 22.
Information now. I've got 2 double crews checking out the 3 green labels. I have 1 code 4 on the beach white label. We'll leave in situ. 1 patient has gone by 23. The second patient has been loaded into the back of 22 for transport to the helicopter, and we're currently loading the last patient off the beach into a stretcher and be transported on an ATV to 209. They're about to leave shortly. Troy, can you send Laurie down with 2 sandbags?
Inspector 23 to Southern Ops.
Go ahead, 23.
Thank you, Inspector 23. I've been advised by the helo team that they're going to be going in about 15 minutes with an intubated patient. They are unsure of where they'll be transporting to at this time. Can you please relay to Rescue 208 helo crew?
Inspector 22 Southern Ops. The 3rd patient and final patient from the beach is now departing on the ATV and moving towards 209.
Copy, Inspector 23 and 22. Southern Ops to Rescue 208. Did you copy Inspector 23's message?
Inspector 23 to Southern Ops. I've been told by the helo crew that they won't have radio comms. If you could call through to the ATC.
Copy.
116, we've got 2 patients that were the walkers of the boat incident that want to go to hospital. Can we get another car, please? Just R2, just for transport.
Copy, thank you. Southern Ops to Helensburgh 117. Can you please return to assist with transport for the green label patient? Thank you.
2 Southern Ops.
Go ahead, Inspector 22.
Thanks for the ECP. Can you give me a quick call to confirm that this patient that he attended was the 8th person on the boat and suffered facial burns from that incident.
Copy Inspector 22, ECP 82. Did you copy direct?
Thanks. I'll give him a call right now. Inspector 22 Southern Ops. I've moved Inspector Pan around to supervise the helicopter loadings. Inspector 22, just 2 Southern Ops, sorry.
Go ahead, 22.
You updated. Delay in transport by 22. They're doing an RSI at the back of the vehicle and then relocating. I have a police escort. As soon as that one's made connection, I'll regroup all the staff and we'll work out the plan from there. Inspector 22 Southern Ops.
Go ahead, Inspector 22.
I keep bothering you. I'm just sorting out through the resources now. 72 with Officer Ken Warden. They'll be relocating to Wollongong Hospital. He's got a massive amount of equipment in that car and single officer. He can't be tasked. He'll make his way to Wollongong and will give assist there. SOTs are cleaning up at the present time. 31 will not be active in any transport, but they've used all their initial gear. 17 will be able to respond if you require a car. 16 will be able to respond if the wheels fall off, but they still have some equipment to sort out. There's an oxywire in suction. 22 is still active in transport from the beach to the helo.
Copy, thank you for that update. Go ahead, 23.
Thank you. Just for a report at the landing zone, Rescue 209 is loaded with a patient. They'll be departing shortly for support. They'll be moving across now to manage 208 with the patient coming in to them. Also for crew in 116, I have their oxyviver in my car.
Copy.
You copied that. Thanks, 23.
Southern Control Rescue 209.
Go ahead, 209.
209 departed scene for St George Hospital 5 POV, ETA 1155. If you could get St George up for a code 3, please.
Inspector 22 Southern Ops.
Go ahead, 22.
Patient has now been RSI stabilised. A couple of adverse clinical conditions presented. Now loading into 22 and will be police escort over to 208. Inspector 22 Southern Ops.
Go ahead, 22.
122 Bulli car is now relocating police escort to the helo for 209. If Inspector 23 can be ready to receive. I'm going to try and organise a debrief for staff at around about 1300 at Bulli Station, if we can be aware of that. That'll give everybody time to get their cars in some kind of order. We'll have a chat.
Inspector 23, copy direct. Thanks all.
22's rolling to you now, Troy. Inspector 22 Southern Ops.
Go ahead, Inspector 22.
Okay, patient is now loaded into Rescue 208. They'll call you from there. Inspector Payne is remaining with that case until the helo is taken off. As stated, debrief Bulli Station 1300. I'm just going over to Bulli Surf Club to meet with police and Surf Life Saving for immediate release.
Copy.
Inspector 23 Southern Ops.
Go ahead, Inspector 23.
Inspector 23, patient now loaded into Rescue 208. They'll be departing shortly, I believe, for Liverpool Hospital. Myself and 122 we'll be clear shortly and heading to Bulli station. Let you know.